All right. So as the VN Critic here, yeah, that's right, with the last day of this strawberry vinegar Yuri 9-year-old demon stuff. It's a good title. I'll have to say, if you could go purchase it right now, I would. Less than $10. Even though they'll probably release a $20 patch or something like that for all the good stuff. Who doesn't want to unlock achievements that are food? It's like playing.
It's like playing Nekopara and unlocking.
No, it's not as good as Nekopara. No, it's much better than Nekopara's achievements. I mean, this is food. We're unlocking cakes.
Pet people.
All right, so what do we hear? Ray is waking up, I guess. I yawn, blinking as the sunlight streams in through my bedroom window. My flimsy curtains attempt to resist the onslaught of the holy light. No, they don't. They're wide open.
Alright, the cell phone is silenced.
What silence?
The cell phone is silenced.
The cell phone's... Oh, yeah.
There will be no pam-paka-pam going on. We don't need a Tago from Contact Collection.
No, we don't. Alright, let's see. I sit up in bed, stretching, bringing my arms... oh, look, I'm raising up the volume.
Link, that would be a personal achievement and a gaming achievement.
I sit up in the bed, stretch, bring my arms above my head so my elbows crack. Ow. That actually hurt. I didn't think I'd be able to go back to sleep now, so I might as well get up. As they say, there's no rest for the wicked. What the hell have you been doing that's so wicked? I thought you were the good girl here. No, well, now she's explaining herself. Not that I think I'm particularly wicked. Wouldn't that apply to Licia more than me? Unsurprisingly, Licia is still fast asleep. Her hair spills across her pillow, tangled up in her horns, and her pale eyelashes are tightly shut. She's snuggled up underneath her futon, and I can see her covers rising and falling with each breath of air she takes. Man, that music is pretty high.
I think I'm a little quiet, apparently.
You're very quiet, obviously.
How about now?
Oh, that's a little better.
It's a little better.
A little better.
Alrighty.
Surprisingly, Licia is still fast asleep. Her hair spills across... Well, actually, I think I got an idea of how to fix that. See, now everybody gets to see all the lovely people I know on Skype.
Oh, no. Wait,
oh, no. No.
I have a mixer on my side, so I can raise my gain and volume.
Or I can... Well, yeah, my speakers are up as high as they go then for you.
My profile picture. No one look.
Yeah, but my speakers are up as high as they go for you, so yeah, it would have to be raised on your end.
Why are you Admiral Pudding? God dang it. You said to a Vinegar.
Of course, Pudding.
Oh, that freaking profile picture or something.
Let's see. So she's still sleeping. Licia? She doesn't respond. She doesn't even stir. Licia! Is she gonna kiss her to wake her up? I try again, my voice a little louder this time, but it still has no effect. Licia continues to sleep, squirreled away inside her dreams. She looks so peaceful lying there, her face free of tension. Not that I've ever seen her look particularly tense at all, you know. But I feel guilty for trying to wake her. But you're gonna do it anyways. Of course she's sleepy. She was sick a couple of days ago, and she woke up early yesterday to go on her school trip. To cap things off, she isn't a human girl, but a demon, so spending time in the human realm, as she terms it, must be tiring. Yes. Well, I've been going about my daily routine, only slightly disturbed by Licia's presence. Every single thing that Licia has seen, smelt, touched, or tasted these last 6 days must have been new for her. Visiting a whole new world would be a lot for anyone to take in, especially a small girl like her. But I should at least try to wake her. Licia loves food, and she'd probably get mad if I let her miss breakfast. I thought you woke up early, so is breakfast now earlier because you woke up earlier? Okay. I like how the expressions, you just see the eyebrows change ever so slightly. That determines the expression. More importantly, this is her last day here. She'll be going home this evening, and I might never see her again. I want to spend as much time with her as possible, even if that time does eat into her beauty sleep. She can rest up as much as she likes when she returns to the warm, sulphurous embrace of hell, and all its eternal flickering flames. Licia, wake up! She winces, but doesn't open her eyes. Is she trying to ignore me? If that's the case, then I won't hold back. Let's see how well she can ignore this! Licia, if you don't wake up right now, I'll eat all your breakfast, and then there won't be any left for you. No, my food, not my food. Oh, your food. That's right, your food. I'll eat all of it right in front of you. Just imagine it. All that fluffy white rice, that bowl of salty miso soup, and that delicious pickled plums. No, anything but that. I could just see her, like, kicking in her sleep. You know, going like, no, don't eat my food. Don't eat my food, no.
The little bit of, like, drool coming from her mouth.
No, it's food. I'm sorry, but you had your chance. I'm eating right now, Licia. I'm dipping my chopsticks into the bowl of miso soup, picking up the biggest block of tofu. It looks so good and soft, I can't control myself anymore. I'm going to put it in my mouth now and... Wow! Wow, that is a change of font, if I ever saw one. Wow.
I can't even see it yet, so...
No! Give me back my tofu, you monster! I'll kill you! I'll really kill you!
Wow.
You guys just expressed how much you love each other, and now you're gonna kill her over your food. And it's Primal Licia. So is this Pokemon related now? We got Primal Kyogre and Primal Groudon. We got
where's the gold? Wait, shiny.
Primal Licia?
I almost said golden. It's shiny.
Shiny Licia. Oh, let's change with a little piano. I feel like I'm in a 1920s comedy with this piano music. Suffering Ray. Oh, she got a title change too. Woof!
Why don't we just bring on the classmates? That way it just makes it even more confusing.
I fall over backwards, holding one hand to my mouth. My lower lip throbs and something sharp spreads across my tongue. Is that blood? Did she just punch me in the mouth? Kaboom! At least that's one way to start my morning. Yes, she loves her food so much that she gives you a rock'em sock'em. I'm so sorry, Ray. I didn't mean to hit you like that. It's alright. Don't worry about it. Dad fished a bag of frozen peas out of the freezer and held it against my split lip. So the swelling is mostly gone down. The blood has stopped too. We'll probably need to wash Licia's futon, though. I bled more than I thought I did, and the futon was splattered with so much gore it looked like somebody had been murdered on those sheets.
Bad end.
I think I've learned something valuable today. Demons are not only incredibly fast, they are also incredibly strong. But I hurt you. I even made you bleed. I didn't mean to do it, I swear. I know you didn't. I shouldn't have teased you. I just didn't realize you were so strong. Licia's lower lip wobbles. She stares at me, her eyes large and doe-like. I really am sorry, Ray. Is there anything I could do to make it up to you? Anything at all? Well, I wonder what the chat would be saying about this. Like I said, I'm fine. Just eat your breakfast. It'll go cold. But I can't. I still have to apologize. You already have done that. I need to do it properly. You really don't. I know. I just had a great idea. Is it a great idea, though? It really is. I'll be back in a second. I think I feel a headache coming on. Oh, you young girls are always so energetic. Nice short pants, Mom.
I thought that was the dad for a second.
If I didn't have such an ominous feeling curdling in the pit of my stomach, I'd ask my mother what she's doing in the kitchen at this hour instead of getting ready to go to work. I guess it doesn't matter that much. Maybe she has the day off. It seems unlikely from what little we know about the director, Sato. But it could happen. Stranger things have. Why do we keep referencing the director with his name? Is he that important of a character? Things like a demon girl called Licia Dia Ibles appeared in my kitchen, turning my whole world upside down.
Hi, Shadow.
Oh, hooray, Shadow's here. Less than 5 seconds later, Licia appears in the kitchen, wearing that cute maid dress Dad made her. And what are you doing in that? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to act as your personal maid for the day. That's the only way I can show how truly sorry I am. Wow, Now we're getting into something. Now, is there anything I could get for you, my lady? You can start by not calling me my lady. But why not? It's your maid, it is my duty to address you in a respectful manner suited for my station, my lady. Please don't do that. It makes me feel weird. Oh, do you feel sick, my lady? Alicia walks towards me, her skirt fluttering around her legs and pressing one hand against my forehead. I feel my temperature skyrocket. My whole body trembles. My cheeks feel like they're burning. You do feel rather hot. Maybe you should go back to bed, me lady. If I'm feeling hot, that's because it's because of you, you idiot. Huh? What was that, my lady? Yes, what was that, Ray? What you said just now was rather interesting. If you feel sick, maybe you should take some cold medicine, me lady. Dad, why are you trying to tease me too? What? No, I would never dream of it, my lady.
Oh,
You're trying to make me look stupid. I'm not trying to make you look stupid, honestly. I guess I just caught up in the flow of things. Alicia frowns, fiddling with the hem of her skirt. I'm so sorry I made you feel mad, Ray. I was just trying to cheer you up.
Beat me to it.
Milady. I press one hand against my chest and lean back in my chair. I need to gather my composure. Imagine a cool, tranquil oasis. Breathe in, then breathe out.
Lady.
Breathe in, then breathe out. Alicia didn't mean to upset me. She was just trying to cheer me up with her odd, incomprehensible Alicia logic. This isn't anything for me to scold her for. I guess I feel a little jumpier around her than usual, given my musings last night. Musings or mussings? I would assume it's musings is the pronunciation. I told her that I loved her. Also, if we said liked her, then would this scene be different? I guess. Maybe. I guess when I do my playthroughs, my second and third playthroughs, I guess I will find out. But you guys only get this one. I told her that I loved her. Is that really true with my feelings exposed to the harsh morning light? I'm not sure. I don't entirely understand what love is, but I think it was sincere when I confessed her. It's how I felt at the time, and it's how I feel now. If I didn't love Licia,
Oh, hi, Korik.
why else would my stomach be twisting itself in knots at the sight of her face? Oh my... Oh, Korik is here? Well, that's new.
Korik.
I sigh, brushing a strand of hair out of my face. I'm alright, I'm not mad at you. I was just a bit surprised, that's all. So you don't mind if I act as your maid, do you? Do you? Well, I'm not sure about that, but Licia looks so hopeful. I'd feel mean if I shot her down. Didn't Licia say her mom liked dressing up in silly outfits? Yeah, must run in her family. What do the rest of her sisters look like? Sure, if you want, you could be my maid. Just for the morning, though, okay?
Yes, Korik, it's Hawk.
I don't want her to be calling Milady when I go outside. That would be problematic. I'd never be able to live it down. Yay! Thank you, Milady. You can rely on me.
Actually,
let's
no, Korik.
hope so.
There's been a situation. I'll leave it at that.
Now then, Milady, would you care for some assistance? Open your mouth and say, ah. Are you trying to feed me now? Oh, of course, what maid would do more for the most beloved lady? I don't know if maids actually feed their masters. Well, this maid is going to go above and beyond her line of duty. I just want Milady to feel well cared for. But why? Isn't it obvious? It's because I love you, silly. Now say, ah. How on earth can I counter something like that? My face turns red and redder. I feel lightheaded. I've already lost enough blood for one morning. If I lose any more, I might collapse. Oh, well, I guess it's the end of the morning. No more me ladies. Why didn't you want to take us out here, Mom? Oh, no particular reason. I just thought since it's a nice day, it would be a shame to waste it inside. Mom's right about that. The sunshine washes over me, warming the top of my head and the tip of my nose until it flushes deep pink. Dragonflies and butterflies flutter in the air, splashes of color against the light blue sky.
They just stand still. It's a static image. Come on.
The trees sway gently, rocking to and fro by the breeze, and their leaves rustle. This is the same old river I walk past when I go to school, but it looks different today. Maybe it's because I'm with my mother. I hardly ever get to spend time with her, so just being by her side makes the familiar and everyday seem new and exciting. Special, somehow. I glance at Licia. She's staring out at the water, her lips pursed, blonde hair framing her face. She could almost be a painted figure if not for the fluttering of her hair. This might be the last time I ever look at the river with Licia.
Stop raping things.
Something inside my chest twists. I wince, thinking about what is painful. I need to say something else, but what? Even though it's such a nice day, I noticed you didn't invite Dad out on our walk. Oh, of course I didn't. Your father needs to clean everything away after breakfast. I can't abide living in a messy house. But Dad was the one who made the breakfast in the first place. Shouldn't you help him a little bit? Ray, you might be a smart girl, but you have a lot to learn about adult relationships. Oh, I bet. People in this world can split firmly into two categories. Sadists and masochists. For any relationship to work, each person should fall into a different side of that spectrum. Well, I guess that's how relationships work. I don't know if bringing Desad into the politics of romantic relationships is a very good idea. I've never read any of his books, but from what little I gathered about him during my 9 years, he wasn't exactly the most romantic of people. How many books does this chick read? This is like freaking Matilda. She should be developing telekinesis at this point.
She's speaking of demons right now.
Are you saying Dad's a masochist? Masochist, I say masochist. Potato.
Is it really?
It is really. Yes. That's right. Your father loves being bossed around. It brings him joy and gives him purpose. Without any constant demands, he would float around like a jellyfish, swept along by the tide. Well, there might be a bit of truth to that. Your father should thank me for being so hard on him. And he does thank me. Regularly. We get along quite swimmingly, if I do say so myself. How many Lees are going to be in this sentence?
A lady.
I'm kind of confused. Ray looks grumpy all the time, so she should be a sadist. Then she blushes and stammers when she gets embarrassed, too. Then maybe Ray is a mix of both. Such a thing might be inevitable, given she's the daughter of an extreme sadist and a massive masochist. Are you happy now?
Yes. A lady.
I'm not a masochist or a sadist. Don't be ridiculous. You can't just group people into categories like that. Really? But you belong to so many categories already, Ray. Your blood type is B, your star sign is Virgo, and you can still buy children's tickets on the train. The last one doesn't have anything to do with personality, and blood groups and star signs are stupid. They don't have any bearing at all on what you're like as a person. Only your action should decide that. Let's agree to disagree for now. Mom giggles, pushing her glasses up on the bridge of her nose. Mom always wears dark sunglasses when she goes outside. She says it's to hide her identity, so people won't realize she's the semi-famous actress. Why do I still care about this chick's name? We're almost at the end of the story, and you gotta sit and pronounce her name every second you get. The sunglasses she wears are huge, and they always draw more attention to her. Not less. That's probably what she wants, though. I don't know, they look about the right size sunglasses. I don't think they're, like, huge. Mom's such a showy person. By the way, Alicia, do you want to see where I've been filming? Oh, yes, that sounds cool. Where is it? It might be a bit hard to see with all these trees, but if you peer all the way over to the other side of the riverbank, you should be able to spot it. Let's see, well, I don't see it. We're looking at the same background. Mom points and Alicia follows her fingertip with her eyes. She gets on to the tips of her toes, clutching the metal barrier that separates the bank from the river with both hands and stares. What is that? Where is it? Do you see that big gray building over there? That's the hospital, and that's where I've been these last few days. I think I can see it. That's cool. That's really cool. You're shooting at a hospital? Is it a medical drama? I know, right? My mother might be many things, but humble is not one of them. I enjoy working, but I'm tired of willy my days away inside that glorified mausoleum. Oh, for crying out loud. Dead salespeople, ghosts, whatever. Now we're calling hospitals glorified mausoleums. The patients look like they're knocking on death's door, and the staff are so serious, there aren't even any attractive doctors. Isn't that what TV dramas are for? I suppose so. We're selling teenage girls and lonely housewives alike fantasies about attractive doctors, as reality is sadly incapable of providing them for us. Mom giggles, running a hand through her hair. If any doctors around here as good looking as Yamada, I bet more women would be coming down with colds and headaches. Hey, are you sure you should be swooning over other men like that? Especially a popular actor like Yamada, who's beloved by everyone, old and young. Typically they say young and old, but why do you have to switch it up to old and young? Okay, whatever. All the girls in my class love him. I might be the only one who doesn't. I don't even think he's that good looking. Because you're a lesbian.
Jesus Christ.
Are you chastising me, Ray? Not really. I think it's sad. You shouldn't talk about other men when you have Dad. Oh, don't be so serious, dear. I'm just joking. You are? I can never tell with Mom. Yes, Yamada might be physically appealing, but he's quite the bore in real life. When he doesn't have a script to read from, all he can ever talk about is tennis, or his car, or the benefits of drinking vegetable juice every morning. Sounds like that's what Dad probably would talk about. If he had those! If he had those! It's strange how there are so many talented actors in the world who can bring their viewers to tears with a few lines, but when they drop all pretense, and act only as themselves, they become incredibly tiresome. Like you! Thanks! Maybe that's because people have high expectations of them, so the mediocrity of their real lives is disappointing. Well, that might have something to do with it. It doesn't change the fact Yamada is incredibly dull, though. And if he wasn't? Well, let's see. Even if I did find his conversation intellectually stimulating, which I don't, I still wouldn't be interested. I'm busy enough as it is without trying to have an affair on the side. Dead salaryman, mausoleum hospitals, affairs. Ah, that's good. I don't like thinking about such things, but I can't deny that I have wondered once or twice whether Mom might be cheating on Dad. I mean, why wouldn't she? You have so much faith in your parents' marriage. Mom is beautiful and a lot of men like her, and she's constantly surrounded by attractive actors. She works with some of the most sought-after men in our prefecture on a daily basis. Kazuki and I might... Oh no, it's Mom saying this. Kazuki and I might be rather different, but I really do love him. We've been together for almost 17 years now, and I wouldn't want to trade the time we spent together for the world. I might be a popular actress now, but Kazuki fell in love with me before all of that. We were in high school when we started dating, you know. Of course I know, Mom. Mom's told this story a few times before when she's in her more sentimental moods. i.e., when she's had too much to drink at a wrap-up party and has come home smelling of expensive champagne. What does the smell of champagne... How do you tell the difference between smelling cheap champagne and expensive champagne?
Also, she's 9. How does she already know this?
Again, it must have been in a book she read. How to tell the difference between smelling cheap champagne and expensive champagne. The novel. Licia, however, isn't privy to these details about my family like I am. She looks at Mom with wide eyes, excited. Really? You've known each other for that long? Yes, it was during our 3rd year of high school. Oh, now we get a backstory? Wow, we get a backstory! How much more manly is this guy gonna look in high school? We lived in the same neighborhood and walked the same way to and from school, but he was too nervous to talk to me.
Whoa, a CG, holy.
Look at the flowers in his hair. I like the flowers that are the petals, the sakura petals that are falling now. Flowers that are falling there. No, that's not sakura, those are just flying.
Yes, Korak, his hair is pink.
Where are they? I don't know. It's more strawberry. More strawberries everywhere. Even though Kazuki has always been tall, he was so shy, even back then. Perhaps he was even shyer since his height made him stand out so much. The PE teacher thought he might be good at basketball, which was a complete joke. He flinched every time the ball came near him. God, this guy is a pussy. He got teased quite a bit. Maybe that's why he's so shy.
I mean, he should be Ray.
Maybe.
We learned about her name, where they get the name from.
It took him a whole 3 years before he finally pluckered up the courage to ask me out. Pluckered up. I never really paid much attention to Kazuki before. I knew him since we were in the same class, and I saw him on my way to school, but I never approached him. He was always surrounded by a lot of my girls. Oh no, I was going like, he was surrounded by girls? What? I was always surrounded by all my girlfriends, you see, and I did have lots of girlfriends back then, and I was too busy gossiping to pay attention to anyone else. I never knew the whole time a boy I'd hardly spoken to had managed to fall in love with me. Then, in my 3rd year at school, I got a part in a play with the drama club. It was Carmen, and I was picked to play the lead. I was happy about that, but it meant I had to stay behind at school a lot to practice.
The Skype thing's going now.
You may hear my Skype thing because people will
No, yours is gone. You were removed from the conversation.
Oh, okay. Well, that should help then. On this particular day, I was walking back home alone. It was the beginning of spring, and the cherry blossoms were blooming all across the riverbank. It's sad that they don't have many blossoms here. That's one of the things I miss about Onomichi, even though it's a rather small town. The trees...
Boy, they found your stream.
The trees were swaying in the breeze, and the sky was a perfect blue. It was almost like something from a movie. We're gonna just like keep panning up and all around on this same CG.
Zero.
That was when I saw Kazuki. I knew him only vaguely. We've already established that you just saw him while passing. We don't need to hear you say how vaguely you've known him. But this was the first time we'd ever been alone together, and I was a little curious. What'd you do, poke him? Isn't it strange? You could be aware of another person for years, but still not know anything about them. People drift in and out of our lives all the time, just like those cherry blossoms, and we may never know how they feel about us because we never stop to ask. I think that's why I decided to approach Kazuki. I wanted to do something impulsive, something I hadn't done before, so I called him over and introduced myself. He seemed surprised. He was so lost in his own thoughts he hadn't noticed me, and he jumped like a startled kitten. Then, when he saw who I was, his face went bright red, and he started to apologize. For what, I wonder? Being alive? Breathing my air? We breathe the same air. I thought it was funny that such a tall guy was so very flustered by a small girl like me, so I started to laugh. You don't look that small compared to him in this shot. Are you standing on a box? Is he kneeling? That might have relaxed him, because he smiled, and the two of us began to walk home together. I asked Kazuki what he'd been doing, staying behind at school so late. He said he'd been trying to do his math homework in the library, but it was too difficult and he still didn't understand it.
You gotta wonder when the minus point thing started.
Probably back here. Go see video 2 to find out about the points, folks. He looked a bit tearful about it, actually. He really hasn't changed at all since then. I said, since we were in the same class, I could help him if he wanted. I was a good student, and I liked helping other people. Maybe it's because I liked feeling superior. Oh yeah, it's always about your own self-gratification, Mom. I never offered to tutor a boy before, though. I mostly spent my time helping my female friends, so it was new and it felt exciting. Maybe it was just because of the cherry blossoms. When you see cherry blossoms, they inspire you to take chances. At least they did for me. Okay, well, that was a generalized statement that you just applied to yourself and said, well, I guess maybe it just means myself. Trying to group people in. Oh, now we get a full shot of this. Kazuki and I became friends after that, and we always walked to and from school together. I introduced him to my friends, and they seemed to like him. Maybe that's because they were scared of me. They must have known if they teased Kazuki, I'd find a way to take my revenge. Yeah. Maybe they whispered things about us behind our backs, but I didn't care. I never had done. All I knew was I liked spending time with him, even though we weren't very alike.
I'm just surprised it was CG.
He always made me laugh,
That's not
though
fair.
I doubt it was intentional. Teasing him was fun, too. I liked asking him to rate the girls in our class in order of attractiveness. Or I'd ask where he keeps his dirty magazines, and he'd always blush and stutter.
He puts them right behind the spring opinions.
He hides them under all his aprons.
And spring opinions.
Sometimes I even picked up the falling cherry blossoms and thread them into his hair. I thought that made him look exceptionally cute, but he disagreed. He never told me to stop, though. Maybe he didn't want anybody else to bully him because I bullied him enough myself. And now we're again on another sideways angle up. Fortunately, my petty cruelty didn't make his feelings towards me waver. I might not have been the girl he'd hoped I was when he first saw me, but now we really were friends, and we were closer than he had ever dreamed we would be.
Is this like the one CG where they're just gonna go nuts and just do
Just everything, star, transitions, hearts, everything's just gonna go haywire at some point.
They're gonna zoom in on one face and they're gonna zoom on the other face. It's gonna count apparently for like 12 different freaking
12 different images, right?
It's like the one CG that's not food.
And we didn't even get an achievement out of this. Achievement! Sexual predator.
Sucks.
After a few weeks of our tentative friendship, he confessed his feelings to me just like that. I never thought such a bold move would have been possible for a shy person like Kazuki. So I was impressed and flattered. I don't know why I agreed to go out with him. I've been out with a few boys before, but I never took it very seriously. I didn't even like Kazuki that much. We were just friends. I never considered him to be anything more. I think if I'm being honest, I accepted because I was bored. I thought having a new boyfriend might be fun. I was toying with his heart, and I didn't intend to keep it for very long. Oh, so you like the friendship, and then you decide to toy with the heart, and then what? Now you're just gonna not be friends anymore? Or are you gonna be friends again and just go like, oh, I was just toying with you. And being the masochist that he is, he would just accept that. Oh no. And then I ended up falling in love with him too. Oh, look, we're panning up again, just a little bit closer.
Image number 7.
Up and to the right. Maybe it was because he was so earnest. Maybe it was because he was so gentle. Maybe it was because he was so sweet. Maybe it was because of the cherry blossoms, and I was young, and he was my first proper boyfriend. I don't know. But I don't regret meeting Kazuki, and I don't regret our relationship. He really is a good man. More than I might deserve, since I'm not always very nice to him. I really do love him, even if he is an idiot. He's my idiot. Well, even if he's an idiot, he's my idiot!
This chat is going into some funny stuff.
Mom's tone softens. Let's see what I got this chat going here.
I feel like we're going into, like, Monster Musume for some reason, but we're not.
Please fund the development of cat girls for domestic ownership. Aha! Yes, the llamas. Yes, the llamas on her bed become emperors. Mom's tone softens when she talks about Dad. She sounds unusually verbal, unguarded despite those dark sunglasses. I can't see her eyes, but I can see her lips. They're curved upwards into a small smile. Ever since then, Kazuki has supported me through thick and thin. He always puts his own dreams to one side to support mine, and he never argues with me or questions me or tries to dissuade me from accomplishing my goals. So pretty much he's your bitch! I suppose he's like a trellis, maybe. A trellis? Yes, trellises support climbing plants, but they don't have a use on their own. Kazuki's the same. I think he's happiest when he's helping me pursue my goals. So essentially you're saying your husband is worthless without you.
Oh.
Wow, this chick. Wow. I appreciate it, but I worry sometimes. I don't know if he thinks about himself as much as he should. That's why I've been so down. That's why he's been so down lately. His love and affection make me happy, but I wonder. I don't know if it's making him happy. I know he stays at home to take care of the chores, and he likes being there to greet you when you return home from school, but I think he's a little more ambitious than he claims to be. He has his own dreams, and I'm worried mine may have choked his. Oh, well, see, how can she go, this is like bipolarism right here. She could go from, like, treating him like shit and how useless he is, to worrying about that he has his own thoughts and hearts and dreams that maybe she's choking. Maybe I should have talked with him. I don't want him to tire himself. I love him too much for that. Sometimes I doubt Mom's feelings for Dad, but in quiet moments like this, I'm able to gauge how she really feels. Mom does love Dad. She must. It's obvious in the way she talks about him. I hope when I get older I can love somebody just as much as Mom and Dad love each other. That really would be something to strive for. You already do. My parents have a lot of differences, but they're able to put those to one side so they can help one another, so they can support one another, because they love one another. I know it might be a little cliche to say this, but that really is something special. Alicia, too, looks pensive. She taps Mom's arm, peering up at her with her imploring eyes. Miss Yukini? Miss Yukini, I have a question.
Why did that sound like Zucchini?
That's what it sounded like to me, and I was reading it.
When she's already wearing shrimp on her head, we don't need to go into zucchini.
Yeah, hey, more food, man. Yes, what is it, sweetie?
Right.
I was just wondering, you sound really smart, so I think you should know. How do you know when you found somebody that you're in love with? Oh, my. You young girls sure grow up fast nowadays to ask a question like that. I'm serious, I want to know. This could be important. This isn't related to our conversation yesterday, is it?
I hope not.
Well, love is a very complicated thing. Humans aren't all that intelligent, and we're bad at perceiving things with too many surfaces. We have a difficult time understanding our own feelings, so we often second-guess ourselves.
Of course, she's wearing
get things worse.
Hairpins, or whatever those things are.
We might think that we love somebody when it's just a passing infatuation, or we might tell ourselves our feelings are fleeting and foolish when they're actually rather serious than we thought.
I thought that Dad knows, chat, that she's, I don't know.
But the Dad knows what?
The clerk's, like, figured out because he doesn't understand why they don't understand that the person's a demon.
Because they're oblivious parents. You know,
I thought that...
No. We thought there was a scene where it was like, oh, he's going to figure it out. And then it's just like, oh no, Licia, don't call yourself a demon. You're not a demon. No, you're a perfect little girl. And then he all goes crazy.
And then, yes.
Even so, I believe when one is in love, one should know it instinctively in here. And I'm guessing, places her? Yeah. Places her hand against her chest, just above her heart.
Is she, pointing to her butt?
Even
that's
if
what she's doing right now.
That's what the sprites are telling me.
Now.
That's where I get my feeling, deep down in my ass.
Anal.
When it's a pain, when I come across somebody and I find out that they're a big pain in my ass, I know it's true love. Even if our minds try to play tricks on us, you just have to be honest with yourself. Ah, so that's what love is, huh? It sounds kind of complicated. It is complicated. It gets easier to understand our feelings when we get older. I see. So if love is about wanting to be with somebody all the time and feeling happy when you're with them, then I really must be in love with Ray after all. I love her more than anybody in the whole wide world. Shock factor! And transition! Man, there really has got to be a $20 patch. There has to be a $20 patch for all these spots here where we just get transitioned out of these awkward moments. Wow, what is this place? Is it some kind of palace devoted to the pagan worship of food? Well, I'm guessing that would be the palace you'd go to, Licia.
I think it's the palace this entire friggin' visual novel would go to.
How funny. This isn't a palace, Licia. It's just a restaurant. Restaurant? Oh, he's got a sweater! It's not a vest, but he's got a sweater on. He's got a sweater on. Oh, God. Oh, God. He's not as cool because it's not a sweater vest, but I'll give him points. I will give this man 500 points. That'll get him out of the negatives.
Well, I thought...
He was at negative 500, remember.
But what if he had more before the visual novel?
Who knows? I'm just going with the ones I know about. You don't have restaurants in Norway? Maybe we do, but I've never seen one before. How peculiar. Then let me enlighten you. Restaurants are where people go to buy food rather than making it themselves. Are we gonna get to pick on a menu? Oh, I see. But how are these unlimited stocks of food produced? How are these unlimited stocks of food produced? You humans don't have access to hell-patented magic circle technology, do you? Magic circles? Yeah, they're very convenient. Wow, Norway sounds like an advanced country. They don't have restaurants, but they've got magic advanced circles. Oh, come on. We're still trying to pretend that Licia comes from Norway when the stuff she says is so obviously bizarre. I don't know why Mom and Dad decided to play along with this charade, but it's really starting to get on my nerves. You can spin a single joke out for for far too long. Hells no! Let's spin this on to the sequel.
Strawberry vinaigrette.
Vinaigrettes. At any rate, they don't summon the food. They cook it for us in the kitchen. You just can't see it from here because they closed that area off. Oh, so it's similar to a convenience store food. I suppose, but it's a bit fresher than that. You order the food and they make it for you. I see. If it's handmade, then I suppose it's alright. The levels of love should be quite adequate. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but most of the food here is packed into plastic bags and stored in the freezer. All they do is defrost it. Love is irrelevant in the face of the economy. Oh God, you're spoiling everything! Huh? Is that really true? Oh, Ray, don't be so mean to Licia. You'll spoil it for her. Mom chastises me, peering out over the top of her dark sunglasses. I don't know why Mom always wears those shades when we go out. Who does she think she is going to recognize her in here? The lovey-dovey couple sharing an ice cream sundae over at the window. The little girl trying to shove her chopsticks up her nose. to the embarrassment of her parents. The baby sitting in the high chair trying to lick its own elbow. Since we always used to take her here, you here, Ray, Kazuki and I thought it might be nice to treat Licia too. It's something of a family tradition after all. I know. Though I'm being rather negative about this restaurant, I don't dislike it. It's a nostalgic landmark from my childhood. A place where I whiled away many an hour when I was young. Happier and decidedly less cynical. I've had several birthdays here, and Dad used to take me here sometimes after our trips to the aquarium. He always bought me my favorite, the strawberry sundae. So that explains why that freaking strawberry sundae's been in the corner of this screen for the last 5 days. Even though it was so big, I could never finish it by myself. Okay, I'm predicting this right now. They're gonna get the strawberry sundae, and Licia and her are going to share it with 1 spoon. It's been a couple of years since I last came here, but the decor hasn't changed. It looks exactly the same as ever, from the pseudo-wooden tabletops to the beige walls. Even the menus are exactly the same. I flip through the menu looking for the desserts, and I find with no great surprise that the strawberry sundae of my youth is still on here, in all its ice cream-laden strawberry-topped glory.
They're 9, just go to chunky cheese.
Chunky cheese?
Chunky
cheese.
That's what Ryan Williams said.
Chunky cheese. Are you looking at... That just reminds me of that episode of Dexter's Lab.
Yeah.
Grab a hunk of chunka! Yo, yo, yo! Are you looking at that strawberry sundae, Ray? Oh, that's Dad. Again. Dad voice. No, of course not! I know you always like that sundae, but shouldn't you take a look at the dinner menu before you start thinking about sweets? You'll get indigestion if you eat dessert first. I know that. I'm not a little kid. Jeez. I flip back to the dinner section, trying to hide my blush behind my menu. I don't like being teased, but it's especially gallant being teased by somebody like Dad. I'm kind of happy about that, though. I'm glad you still remember those strawberry sundaes. You must have enjoyed the time we spent here back then. I know. It was fine. I was young back then, so I would have been happy with anything. Alright, if you feel like reliving your earlier years with the taste of that strawberry sundae, though don't hesitate to ask, I'd love to order it for you. Don't be ridiculous, I'm not interested in this stupid sundae at all. My tastes have matured a lot since then, and I don't like sweets nearly as much as I used to. Oh, you're so cute when you can't be honest with yourself, Ray. If you want to order the sundae, just say so. There's nothing wrong with indulging yourself. Oh, look at the little hearts that just like pop up over Licia with her eye hearts. I want to try sundae too. I love sweets. See, Licia sounds excited as well. Licia's always excited when food's involved.
She's literally...
That might be true, but I'm not just excited about the food. I want to see you smile a lot, Ray, just like Kazuki said you used to. Seeing you with a big, big smile would be the fondest memory I could hope for. Fonder than any kind of food. I look down at the tabletop, my face turning bright red. Why does it feel like everyone's ganging up on me?
I mean, if you think about it, they're all on the left side, you're alone on the right.
Exactly. Anyway, I'm going to order my main. We need to hurry up, or we'll annoy the waiting staff. Oh, you might be right about that. Efficiency is next to godliness, or so they say. I think that's cleanliness is next to godliness. Maybe so, but to have a clean and tidy home, one must be efficient. Efficiency is what's truly important in this world. That sure is easy for Mom to say, given she never does any household chores. If Dad weren't such a doormat, he'd probably call her out on that. Of course he doesn't. He just smiles. So, what are you two going to have? Since this is your last day here, Licia, feel free to get as much as you want. But I only got $20, so, make sure it's below that.
get anything you want, but only if it's under $20.
Really? I can have whatever I want? I can hear the sound of our family screaming in pain from here. Our family savings, there you go, screaming in pain. You know what, Dad? As generous as an offer that is, I think you might want to retract it lest you live to regret it. Huh? Oh, there's nothing wrong with letting Licia pick a few more dishes, is there? You say that now, but you'll be sorry. She'll eat her way through the entire restaurant, and then we'll have to sell our house to pay for the losses, and then the Yakuza will come after us, and we'll have to harvest your organs and sell them on the black market.
Jesus Christ.
God, this is dark. This is dark. This novel goes from so very light and fluffy to so hard, rock, and crunchy at the...
It's like at the beginning it's all the strawberry, and now at the end it's the vinegar.
Oh my god, the title makes sense. We haven't come across any strawberry freaking vinegar in this entire novel. Maybe there was. Maybe it was one of the choices that we chose an opposite direction, like that shortcake one. Maybe we were going to make strawberry vinegar. But, yeah, we haven't come across that this whole entire novel. It's just an expression. There is no actual strawberry vinegar. It is just the meaning of life. The meaning of life is strawberry vinegar.
Which means strawberry vinegar is also in number 42.
Hashtag that right now. The meaning of life is strawberry vinegar.
Please don't.
Hashtag now. I want to see it.
Hashtags are not needed.
I want to see it flood the internet.
It will not flood the internet.
It will flood the internet. This will be the day that the VN Critic went down as having discovered the key to life. Strawberry vinegar. Ray, that's so horrible. You're meant to be a 9-year-old, but you're talking like a hardened criminal. I'm sorry, but the world is a cruel place. You can maintain our innocence if you want to survive. You can't maintain them. But I have no problem selling my organs to support you and you keep up. Why do you want to kill me off so quickly? You didn't even try to think of any other options. I'm sorry, Dad, but the strong must prey on the weak to survive. You were never meant to last. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't want to be eaten, but I don't want to eat others either. And that is precisely why your organs will be harvested and stolen by... not mine. Oh, and then we changed the music again. On second thoughts, maybe you should restrict yourself to only one meal, Licia. Wow, that changed his mind pretty easily. But there's so much good food here, I want to eat it all. Yes, but if you eat all of it, I might put our family's finances in a rather precarious situation. But if you're low on money, can't you just sacrifice a chicken on the altar to Mamon, so he can bless you with your wealth and riches?
It doesn't work. Okay, it works in Norway, but not...
I don't know how the economy works in Norway, but in Japan there are no altars to demons of greed.
There might be shrines, but not altars.
That's a shame. It sounds like you humans really do have it hard. Licia sighs, scanning through her menu with less enthusiasm than before. I don't really understand, but if it would inconvenience you... Oh no, it's Licia. I don't really understand, but if it would inconvenience you, I'll order only one dish. But what? Do we get to choose? Licia ponders, holding one finger against her lower lip. I know. You're a clever person, Ray. And you've been here before, so you must know what's the tastiest, cheapest item on the menu. I think I'll order what you get. Well... This has got to be a choice. This has got to be another achievement or something like that. I wonder what I should get. This is the last meal she'll be having with us, so I don't want to pick something Licia doesn't like. Order the omelet with rice and order the hamburger steak. So the last meal this chick's gonna have in the human world is an omelet or hamburger.
Or option 3, strawberry vinegar.
That's the DLC.
Oh, dang it. Doesn't work that way, huh?
This is a very interesting dilemma. What one do you think would set her off as, like, the very bestest, tastiest food that she could have that will have me unlock an achievement on Steam of so much magnitude that people will look at that achievement and say, yes, this man knows what he's doing.
Someone suggest a third option.
America!
Someone suggest a third option, please.
Well, let's see here. Currently, we got a split. So we got a 50-50 hamburger, 50-50 omelet.
Oh, yeah, it is 2-2.
It's 2-2 there, folks. Yeah, that's right. It's split right up.
Yeah, it's 2-2.
Once again, sorry, folks who are watching this after hours. You don't get to choose. But if you'd like to choose, please go ahead and purchase the visual novel, now available on Steam, for about $10.
This video is not sponsored by...
This video is not sponsored by those guys. If they would like to sponsor this visual novel, this story, please give me something.
Blink, why? God, Blink, why?
I would absolutely love to be sponsored by somebody. I can act cool that way.
We have 3 for cheeseburger.
We have 3 cheeseburgers now?
Yep.
What is veal? Get the veal. Veal, okay, so we got veal, we got baby cow.
Baby deer now.
I'm guessing it's the meat.
We also have Damn It Newman for some reason.
I'm guessing we want the meat. So we aren't a lesbian after all. Damn it. Well, we're ordering the hamburger steak then. Achievement unlocked, hamburger steak. Oh my god, that looks like the most delicious hamburger steak I've ever seen.
Here comes the food porn, CG.
Hashtag food porn. Hashtag strawberry vinegar, meaning of life. I spin my plate a few times, observing my meal from a few angles. But there's no denying it. This hamburger steak, topped with a fried egg and served with sweet potato fries, looks just the same as it always did.
Those fries look like they're standing up. I don't like this.
They look like they're floating above the plate.
That too.
I mean, there's no look at the gravy underneath. There's the steak sauce with the gravy. Look at that. There's no representation of those fries even touching that. There should be some sort of disturbance, but there's none. There's no disturbance with anything on top of anything. Dad watches as I play around with my food, a small smile on his face. You always used to order this when you came here with me, didn't you? I wonder if he'd say the same thing if I ordered the omelet with rice.
Probably.
Again, I guess I get to find out and you guys don't, unless you purchase the novel for $10 on Steam.
Remember, this video is not sponsored by...
Remember, this video is once again not sponsored by them. Yeah, it really hasn't changed at all, even though it's been so many years. It wasn't so many years, Ray, just 1 or 2, maybe 1.5. That's still enough. So she had the hamburger steak at the age of 7? Wow, okay. And she remembers it? I suppose, yeah. Dad laughs awkwardly, running a hand through his hair. When you get old like me, a few years here and there don't seem very long at all. It goes by in a blink of an eye. Not for me, though. There's still a lot of things I want to see and I want to do in this world. And yet, despite your lofty ambitions, you decide to eat something you have had countless times before. Well, even I can feel nostalgic. Dad smiles at me fondly, ruffling the top of my head with one hand. You're such a funny girl, Ray. What do you mean, funny? If anything, I think Dad's the funny one, with all his frilly aprons and propensity to tear-stained melodrama. You talk like such an adult, even though you're so young. Sometimes I feel like you're more of a proper human than I. I don't think it's funny. There's nothing wrong with being mature. I wasn't saying there was anything wrong with it. It's just interesting, I suppose. Nevertheless, I'm glad you ordered something you always had when we came here with me. I guess you really did value the time you spent with me back then, huh? Of course I valued it. I mean, you're my dad. Even though you bother me sometimes, I still love you. Really? Please don't sound so shocked. You're making me feel guilty. I'm sorry, I just didn't expect it, that's all. She loves me. She loves me. Hey, loves me. I'm so happy. I'm so happy I could explode. Where's the explosion? There was supposed to be a big earth-shattering kaboom.
It's a kaboom!
Oh, you're so silly, dear. Are you really that desperate for affirmation from your 9-year-old daughter? Doesn't that seem a tiny bit pathetic, perhaps? Maybe. I've never had much self-respect, though, so it doesn't really bother me. At least you're honest. I like that in my man. Thank you, Yuki. I like that you're honest, too, even if your honesty is rather brutal. But of course, brutality is my middle name. One must be, too, to forge a successful or even semi-successful career as an actress. And how does your hamburger taste, Ray? I hope it's just as good as you remember it. Yeah, me too. Those times spent together with Dad when I was little, were precious to me. I suppose in a sense I ordered this meal because I really wanted to relive those memories when Dad and I were always together, and I didn't have to go to school, and his silly jokes actually made me laugh. I don't really realize it, but over the past few years I've been drifting apart from Dad. And Mom, too. Mom's always busy at work, and I'm at school, and even though we're part of the same family living under the same roof, we hardly spend time with one another anymore. It's almost like we're strangers.
And Dad's just dead.
The only thing that brings us together is breakfast every morning. If food is the bond that ties our family together, is that why Dad tries so hard with his cooking? Does he do it for our sakes? But breakfast wasn't enough to sustain our familia bonds. That was Spanish. Oh, this is my familia. Now, when Mom started working harder and eating less, we only managed to spend around 10 minutes or so sat together each day like a true family.
It's familial, not that's not Spanish.
Oh, that's Spanish.
Yeah, familial and family.
Oh, it's, yeah, I missed the last L.
It's familia.
I read it as familia. Oh, familial bonds. We wouldn't be together like this if it wasn't for Licia. She's become our indispensable member of our family over the course of this week. Yeah, that's right. Now, we can't get rid of her, no matter how much we try to kick her out. Though she doesn't realize it herself, she helped bring us back together as a family. Yay! Now let's get that strawberry sundae. You look so serious, Ray. Aren't you going to eat? I am. I'm just admiring my food. Taking pictures, hashtag food porn. Admiring the food is fun, but eating it is even better, especially when I get to eat it with you. Thank you. So this is the hamburger steak you always used to eat when you were younger. That's right, I have a lot of fond memories about this dish. It's nostalgic. I'm glad I was able to share it with you. That makes it taste even better.
Writing crap.
I take a forkful of my own hamburger steak, making sure to dip it in the egg yolk and eat it. I'll have to remember to do that next time I make hamburger steak. Put a nice fried egg on top. I'm not sure if it's because of Licia's cheerful smile or my own fond memories, but this hamburger steak really does taste good. It's warm, and not just because it was served only a minute or so ago.
Oh god, the picture again.
The burger is made from... I like how we're describing this. This really should be... This should just be called Recipe the Game. The burger is made from ground pork and beef, mixed with fried onions. The fine slices of onion add a natural sweetness to the hamburger patty and give it a certain amount of crunch. That also reminds me I should stop and get some hamburger meats. I think it's on sale today. The hamburger is flavored with salt and ground pepper, which spreads across my tongue with the very first forkful in a burst of spiciness. The lettuce and sweet potato fries add some body to the soft burger patty and creates a nice contrast. The white rice, meanwhile, has also absorbed the flavor of the deep brown tonkatsu sauce, which makes it taste rich, yet not too heavy.
Dino Lingua.
Is it as good as you remember, Ray? I chew my hamburger patty and swallow, but the aftertaste of tonkatsu sauce, salt, and pepper remains. No, it isn't. In fact, it's even better! Oh, like I didn't expect that one to come.
Oh my.
I mean, look at it. It's sparkling, for crying out loud.
Fries.
Ah, that was really good. Thank you for choosing something so delicious, Ray. Really? I wasn't even sure if you'd like it. The food here is pretty cheap. Well, then why wouldn't you let her eat a whole bunch of it, then, if it's so damn cheap? It might be cheap, but since you're the one who picked it for me, it was filled with love. It was filled with love. Is that how love works? Yep. You don't need to make things...
Are you feeling it in your butt?
You don't need to make something like it. You're supposed to be in love with it. Choosing something to be made by somebody else is happy is another act of love. For a demon, you seem to care about love a lot. Of course I do! I might be from hell, but I'm not so different from you. I also like to be loved and appreciated. And we do love and appreciate you. You're adorable, Licia. Yes, I really am glad that you came to live with us. Ray should tell us about her cute pen pals, her cute pen friends more often. I was starting to worry that she didn't have any friends at all. Well, you didn't need to worry about that now. I'm going to be Ray's friend forever, no matter what. Even if I can't be with her all the time, I'll still exist inside her heart. The fond memories we made together can never fade. Of all the corny lines. I sink down into my seat. I do like how they move the sprites then to go with some of the comments. It's not like I'm not happy about these sentimentals, but having them expressed so clearly is embarrassing. So, do you want to order that strawberry sundae, Ray? I never said I wanted to order it. You're jumping to conclusions. But it was the very first thing you looked at when you picked up your menu. You don't need to be bashful. There's nothing wrong with liking sweets. I'm not bashful. Well, I want to try that sundae even if you don't. It sounds really delicious, and because I'm such a kind person, I'll let you share some of it too, Ray, even if you don't want it. How does that sound? Ah, nicely done, Licia. Ray can't refuse now. If you're gonna get the sundae for yourself, then it's not like I'll stop you or anything. Jeez. But it's not like I wanted it or anything. Baka. Oh, it's so cute! Waitress. Hey, the waitress gets a line. I hope you enjoy it. We will, thank you, miss. You're the best. The waitress flushes, coiling a strand of dark hair around one pale finger. With that complexion, coupled with her ink-black hair, she really does look like a villain from a horror movie. And I thought this was gonna be a nice waitress. Now I've got a picture of her being a she-witch in some sort of horror film. I, hope you enjoy your food.
I knew you were gonna go with the witch.
Of course. How stereotypical as we explained here can I be? Our waitress turns about on her heels and walks back to the kitchen. Aha! It's the same sundae! That's right there! All they did was shrink it! They shrunk the CG. It is the same sundae that has been pictured in the right corner of the screen this whole time. No different art whatsoever. It's the exact same sundae drawing. Look at the positions of the strawberries. It's identical. The glass is filled with vanilla ice cream and cut strawberries. They should have called the title Strawberry Sundae. But then again, we're eating this on a Saturday.
Just call it food porn.
The glass is filled with vanilla ice cream and cut strawberries, topped with generous amounts of cream. A single strawberry, plump and bursting with life, is set atop the mound of sweet cream. That is not a single strawberry, that is a half a strawberry. 2 silver spoons sat on the table, glinting under the lighting of the restaurant. So it's 2 spoons? Okay, 2 girls, 2 spoons.
Oh, God!
This whole setup really does remind me of Lovers. I can imagine a young man and woman sharing this dessert, sneaking shy glances at one another between mouthfuls of ice cream, or maybe nudging one another's feet under the table. Nudge your feet! Nudge your feet! Nudge your feet, Ray! Nudge your feet, Licia!
Kick them while they're down.
I duck my head, my hands clasped together on my lap. I can feel my face turning red, just like the strawberry on top of my sundae. I thought it was Licia's sundae! Are you alright, Ray? I squirm. I'm fine. Are you sure you're not sick, are you? Did you get a premature brain freeze? Is that a real thing? Of course, if men could get premature baldness, then I'm sure girls could get premature brain freezes. Well, I'm sure girls can get premature menopauses too! So, ha! Talking about my baldness.
What?
I'm not sure about that. I'm fine. I'm not sick at all. I don't need you to fuss. Then you should start eating your ice cream. It'll melt if you leave it for too long. She's gonna feed us. She's gonna feed us. That's right. You can't let that happen. Here, Ray, eat this now. I don't need you to feed me. I'm perfectly capable of feeding myself. But I wanted to try it. Why?
Oh.
Alicia pauses, pondering and pressing her finger against her cheek. Well, I'm not sure. It's something that happens a lot in those romance mangas my mother likes.
The only time I've been bald was when I had to do a surgery. That was about it.
Oh, I know what you mean. I like those stories. I like stories like that too. You do? Well, they're cute. The innocent romance stories are so heartwarming.
No, the CG's gone. Dang
Is
it.
that because your romance with me was the exact opposite of innocent, dear? Dad's face turns light pink. He coughs, glancing to the right in a suspicious, coy manner. Well, you've always been rather, forceful. I don't want to know. I have no interest at all. But, we used to share food like this as well, didn't we? Yes. I might have fed you once or twice, even though you always went, yeah, that's embarrassing, not in public. Dad's nervous laughter makes my skin crawl. I shake my head. Why do these two always have to talk like this? They're terrible. You'd think they were young teens lost in the thrill of their first love, not grown adults who have been living together for more than a decade. Back to the CG.
Yes.
See, Ray? Your parents agree it's very cute and a romantic gesture. Now eat up!
Jesus.
Why are you so determined? I don't get it. Isn't it obvious it's because I love you, Ray? I love you, Ray. Now eat my strawberry goodness. Well, I'm not happy about that, but... Then you should eat it. I've always wanted to do this. Is there any more act more intimate than sharing food? Yes, there is, yes, Licia. Would you like me to tell you about it?
Yes, there is, but this is an all-ages stream, so sorry. Go look it up on the internet.
We all need food in our life. It's an important part of our lives. I'm telling you, there's going to be Rule 34 of this. There's no doubt if there's enough people who read this, there will be Rule 34. I guess I can see what you mean. I swallow, trying to dispel a lump in my throat and nod my head. Alright, fine. If I'm going to eat it, I should eat it quickly, otherwise it'll melt. Yay, Ray, you're the best! I don't know about that. Open up, Ray, say ah. Is it just me, or does this scenario feel kind of familiar?
I feel like I'm waiting for the part where she takes a huge wad and just shoves it in her mouth.
I feel my cheeks turning light pink. Well aware that Mom and Dad are watching us, I hesitantly open my mouth as though sitting in a chair at the dentist. Thank you, Ray. And with a little giggle, content. Oh, there we go. I gotta zoom in with my eyes right now. And with a content little giggle, Licia leans forward, holding the spoon aloft. I accept her kind offer and lick the small amount of vanilla ice cream scooped up on the spoon. There's no ice cream missing. Oh look, we finally unlocked the Strawberry Sundae achievement.
What?
Just now we unlocked it. The first mouthful is deliciously cool and sweet. The ice cream melts across my tongue and my taste buds quiver. The vanilla ice cream slides down my throat so easily without resistance. The cream adds to the sweetness, though it isn't overpowering. It really is.
It is everywhere.
Good.
It is everywhere.
Maybe it's because Licia is the one who fed it to me. Or maybe I'm just sentimental. Know your deep down sexy voice. It's starting to get dark outside. When did you say your sister was coming to pick you up, Licia? Oh, are we gonna get to see the sister? I'm not sure. She should be here soon. Aurora spends a lot of her time on her appearance, so she's always late for everything. You don't think she's missed her flight, do you? It's not something she can really miss. She can get here when she gets here. Does that mean your family has their own private plane? A plane? Are those the steel birds that can fly up in the air? That's right, haven't you heard of them before? We don't really need to use them in hell. We have portals and things, they're a lot more convenient. Did somebody say portals? Where is Scourgemaster when you need him? Portals. Norway really does sound like an interesting place. I roll my eyes. If I weren't feeling so tetchy, my dad, I'd cut that nonsense out. This isn't even funny anymore. Where are you, Aurora? I hope you don't get lost. Licia frowns, her arms folded, leaning back in her chair. She's wearing the same outfit she wore when first I met her. The loose... I like how she's got to describe it as loose. The loose, dark black shirt, scented with pink ribbons like rosettes on a cake.
Is that her tail sticking out on the bottom there?
No, I don't see the tail, so... Unless you got the far shot still right now.
Yeah, I had the far shot, yeah.
We'll find out when I get the far shot again. The sight of this makes something stir inside my chest.
Oh boy.
Yum, 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 yum. Oh, it's the first CG we got.
Is it the other thing of...
No, it's just a flashback scene. It feels like I've gone back in time to the moment when I first found Licia sitting in my kitchen, eating her ill-gotten cookies without any remorse. Back then, I had no idea I'd grow to care about this girl as much as I do now. I'm scared. If I so much as blink, I'll forget all the strange, impossible, incredible events that happened over the last week. Meeting Licia was so amazing. I'm afraid I'll wake up tomorrow and find out it was all one long, hazy dream. Licia, would you like another cup of rose-hip tea? It's good for clearing the mind. It's okay, I think I'll pass for now. Does that mean my tea wasn't good enough? Why are you so sensitive, dude? No, that isn't it, Kazuki. I just, I feel kind of funny, that's all. I don't know if I'm ready to go back home yet. I had so many fun experiences here, and I don't want to leave. I don't like it back at home that much. Even though I miss my mom and dad and all my big sisters, I don't have any friends, and I can't eat a lot of delicious foods, and I can't see Ray when I'm back home either. Licia? Wait, Ray, I know I said I had to go home, but I don't want to leave you after all. I know I probably annoyed you and you got mad at me for being selfish, and I'm being selfish right now, but I want to stay with you. I want to go to school with you. I want to play games with you. I want to talk with you. I want to spend time with you. I don't even know. I don't even need to eat food if you don't want to. I just like being with you more than anything in the world. Licia, I blink, momentarily caught off guard. Something inside my chest twists. My heart aches. My head feels heavy. I hold one hand to my chest, wincing. I liked having you here too. You did? Yeah, yes. Even though you said I was a burden. Yes, despite myself, and despite what I thought initially, I really did grow fond of you. My old life before I met you was really boring. I didn't have any friends, and I didn't talk to anybody except my parents. I thought that was how it should be, but I preferred that way. But I like spending time with you. I liked it more than I thought I would. Ray? Embrace! 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 Alicia runs over to me, wrapping my body up in a tight hug. She squeezes so hard, I swear I can hear my ribs splintering, but I can't bring myself to scold her. Not right now. In fact, I'm glad she's hugging me. That means I can bury my head in her arms, and nobody will know that I'm crying. I don't even want to admit it myself. I can't believe it. I don't cry. I never cry. I'm far, far too mature for that. That's what I always tell myself, so why? Why do I hate the thought of Alicia leaving so much? But I... Wow, we didn't get to see their facial expressions in that CG.
Don't worry, they might pan it later.
Yeah, that's right. I step away from Alicia, sniffing and wiping my eyes with the back of my hand. I hope my eyes aren't too red. I don't want to keep you away from your family. You've known them longer than you've known me, and they should come first. I don't want to be selfish. That's right. That's right. You're not selfish, girl, Ray. You might be a bit grumpy, but you really are nice after all. I don't want to go home, but maybe I should. Maybe I need to. I've already intruded on your family enough, and I don't want to make my parents worry. Oh? Now what's this nonsense? You weren't a burden at all, dear. We loved having you here. Isn't that right, Kazuki? Yes, of course. Preparing food for you every day was like a dream. Then does that mean... That's right, we'd be more than happy to let you stay for as long as you want. Forever.
Her demon tail is there.
Oh yeah, I see the little curve edit there. The house has felt rather empty as of late, since Yuki's always away at work. It's nice having somebody to take care of. Especially a cute girl like you. Then but I don't know my parents would like that. They may worry about me and my big sisters too. Question mark, it's gotta be the sister.
Sisters.
It's gotta be the sister.
Sisters.
Oh yeah, she's got like 30, she's got like 6 of them, that's right, 6. Alicia, do you really think we're that cruel? It's gonna be a sister. Are we gonna see the sister? Or are we just gonna see question marks? Ah!
A wild demon has a beard.
Aha! We get to see a sister, and she also has the shrimp horns.
Copyrighted Pokemon music here.
There's a strange woman standing in the hallway as though she's been here all along.
She's wearing shrimp on her head too!
She has long blonde hair that flows down to her waist, pale skin like that of a doll's, and deep red eyes framed with pale lashes. Why does she look so familiar? I glance between Alicia and the mysterious interloper, blinking. It takes me a few moments to realize how uncannily similar they are. Maybe it's actually the mother, maybe it's not the sister.
She looks like Blonde from Hyperdimension Neptune. God.
Who are you? The woman snorts. That's how you introduce her. The woman snorts. One perfectly plucked eyebrow. I wonder how long she fusses over those in the mirror each morning. Raised. Too many. Are you honestly asking me that, little girl? Me? Yes I am. I don't usually stutter, but something about this woman's presence is disconcerting, and I find it hard to meet her eyes. Her large, red eyes. Of all the cheek. My name is Aurora. No, it is the sister. My name is Aurora Super Bia Ivles. Have you not heard of me? Oh god, she sounds like the mother! She sounds like her mom. Oh, look at, I am an important character. No, you're not. You're showing up here for the last 10 seconds of the series.
10 seconds.
Realization finally dawns. Oh, you must be one of Alicia's sisters. Indeed, I'm not just one of Alicia's sisters either. I am the eldest, the oldest, and most intelligent, and the most beautiful. Do you not agree? Oh my god, she is like our mom. They would get along freaking great. Oh, I don't know what the other sisters look like, so I can't say. Did Alicia not tell you about me? Did she not exalt my name, singing praises of my fair face and noble character? I can't rightly say, Miss Aurora. Don't call me Miss Aurora, that makes me sound old. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you, I'm sorry, Madame Aurora. That makes it sound even worse, you cretin! Do you think I own a brothel? All ages, ladies and gentlemen. brothel? Wow. There, don't get mad at Kazuki. He is but a simple man, and he doesn't understand how to flatter women. That much is obvious. Aurora glares at Dad. Her lips are pursed, like a sulky child who's grown tired of playing with her dolls. At any rate, it appears as though you have enjoyed yourself with this family of humans, Licia, boorish though they are. A pause. Well, that woman may have some common sense knocking around in her skull. I rather think I could get along with her. I feel much the same. I like headstrong young women. Yes, indeed, I am a young woman. Not a miss or madame. I am very headstrong. One must be, you know, to get what you want in this world. I quite agree. Of course Mom would get along with the demonic apparition from hell. Sometimes I think Mom is quite devilish herself. I wonder, though, why is a skilled woman of your caliber choosing to marry a buffoon like this? Buffoon? Do not worry, his conduct will reflect badly upon you. Oh, I don't trouble myself. Over such things. Why should I worry about the judgment of others? I love Kazuki and nothing else matters. Yuki, I didn't realize you cared that much about me. To defend me in front of a woman! And since I don't talk about my private life that much, most people don't even know that I have a husband. Oh, so that's how it is, huh? My, you truly are an interesting woman. I would not be adverse to the idea of having a drink with you to learn more about your philosophies on life. Oh, you flatter me. I'm not particularly interesting. I'm just a popular actress with lots and lots of fans. Mom, stop showing off. Can you both shut up already? Showing off me? I would never. Yeah. At any rate, it seems despite my original plan that Licia has rather enjoyed her time here. That's right. I really did enjoy myself. I got to eat lots of delicious foods and wear nice clothes. And most of all, I got to spend time with Ray. Ray, is it? Yes, I'm Ray. Well, if that's how you truly feel, Licia, who am I to begrudge you? You don't mean... Indeed. Though I do not condone such behavior myself, and I cannot understand for the life of me why you find this unremarkable human family so interesting, I suppose it would be churlish of me to take you back home now. Does that mean you're gonna let me stay here? Is that really all right? If you wish to remain here, I suppose it would be acceptable. But what about Mom and Dad? Mother and Father miss you a great deal, but I believe they would be happy if you let them be for a while. Raising up 7 siblings for such a long while has rather worn Mother out, and I believe she would like a break. Oh, yes. Even though you're older than me, none of you have left home yet, have you? That is none of your concern! I have not left home yet because this is no reason for me to. I don't need to go. I thought you hadn't left because you were too proud to get a job. It's completely irrelevant! As the older sister of the Ebi-Hime family, I should not need to work. It would degrade me. At any rate, Mother and Father declared in our family meeting this morning that they would have no objections to your continued residence in the human world if you enjoyed it so very much. The human world? Are you finally going to understand this shit, Dad? Mom smiles placidly, coiling a strand of her hair around her finger. You Norwegians use some rather intriguing turns of phrase. Oh, for God's sake, please enlighten these doofuses. Take them to hell and back. Something. Yes,
or the density in them, please.
Yes, I said that because I am Norwegian. Obviously, I'm Norwegian. There's nobody more Norwegian than me. Cornelius Gardiler der Turkish. I'm not your typical Asian. Yeah, I'm the best damn Asian you ever damn seen. I don't know. I didn't know you could speak Norwegian, Yuki. Every woman has her secrets, dear. Indeed. Oh, so our mother can speak Norwegian now. So she knows there's no such thing as that hell. Anyways, Licia, the offer stands. Would you like to remain here? I very much would like to. I would like to a lot, with all my heart. And we would love to have you, Licia. You're such a sweet, polite, and well-behaved little girl. I can't help but love you. You really did bring our household to life, and you brought a smile to all our faces, too. Then, Ray? Licia looks at me shyly, her hands held together at her front. You haven't changed your mind, have you? You weren't lying when you said you'd enjoy having me around, right? It's strange seeing Licia, usually so confident and headstrong, now so unsure of her and her head hanging. Is that a measure of just how much she cares for my opinion? Does she really value me that much? Isn't that a little strange? Maybe not. Maybe it's because no matter how cold I have been with her in the past, she still cares for me. And as for me, what do I think about Licia? What is Licia dia Ivles to me? I already gave this a great deal of thought yesterday, and I believe after questioning myself, I found my answer. I love her. I'm still a young girl, and I don't entirely know. This is how they're copying out of the 9-year-old love. Lesbianism. The girl is constantly second-guessing what love is.
She's not feeling it in her ass. I mean, what?
I'm still a young girl, and I don't entirely know what love is, but I'm sure there'll be a time for me in the future to learn. I want to learn more about this strange emotion, which makes my heartbeat spike and my face flush like pink with Licia. I want to learn about my feelings alongside this sweet, funny, and possibly energetic girl, the girl that I care about more than anybody else. Licia dia Ivles, my first and best friend, and maybe even more than that. Of course I wasn't lying. I don't like telling lies, especially not about important things like that. So, does that mean we can stay together? If you desire it, then you can. But is it really okay? Can we sleep in the same bed? You're a demon of gluttony, Licia, so don't be afraid to get greedy. If you want something, you should seize it. Aha! So that explains why she wants so much food. That's right, the daughters are all 7 deadly sins. I remember this. This is back on day 2's stream, folks. Well, not day 2 of the novel, but stream number 2 of this series. We were explained that, well, actually, no, it was back on day 2, I think. It was explained that there are 7 children for these demons, and the reason that they have 7 children is to represent the 7 deadly sins. So, obviously, Aurora is vanity, and, well, Licia here is gluttony. Vanity's the 7 deadly sin, I think, right?
I was actually hoping for lust.
No, well, one of the sisters have got to be lust, then. But as of right now, we know
she wears nothing.
We know, but right now we know that Licia is gluttony.
She's on the 18+ patch.
She's on the 18+ patch.
She replaces Aurora in this patch.
7 deadly sin DLC confirmed. That's where the $20 goes. That's right, it's a good lesson to learn. Don't shy away from speaking your mind, and don't hold back when it comes to what you desire.
I think they changed the 7 deadly sins patch.
Although I don't really get the whole demon thing. Maybe that's because I'm stupid. Good job, Dad. You really are stupid. We've proven this. It's probably a Norwegian saying, dear. Yes, of course. Yes, I'm not stupid. Then in that case, Licia looks at me, her eyes red. She's gonna ask for food. What I want more than anything in this world is to stay with Ray! Now the full hug CG. There it is!
I knew it was coming.
Licia runs at me, almost knocking me over backwards, and wraps her arms around my neck in a warm, tight embrace. The weight of her body is comforting. I can hear the sound of her heart beating in sync with my own. My face flushes red, and I bury my head against her chest. Ray, I really do love you! My face turns redder still, like a candied apple. I shiver.
Yeah, I believe the sister is Sloth, not Vanity.
Idiot! What do you think that she is?
Sloth. Vanity actually isn't one of them. It's
Sloth.
Oh,
I would think that there would be one that was close to Vanity.
There's lust, gluttony, greed, sloth,
pride, probably.
And pride.
Probably pride then. You know, because how highly she talks about herself. I think I think it's pride.
That's probably is.
I don't know why I say it. I just do. I can't help myself. Licia should know by now that it didn't mean it. Not really. That idiot. Rather than being an insult, it's more like a term of affection. An endearment. I call her that because I like her. So essentially, every Sundere term. Okay.
Tail has a heart on it.
Oh yeah, you didn't notice that? No, that isn't it. That's wrong. I don't like her. I think I love you too! Yeah! Love! Get into love in all the right places. Looking for love. And that's the credit scene. That's the end. We did not see any strawberry vinegar in this entire novel.
I was like beginning to think that was
oh my god, they got the best CG at the ending credits. I feel like I've seen Ebi-Hime. I think I've seen Ebi-Hime's work before. I can't remember where. Programming and writing. So essentially doing everything that I can do here. Art by Silly Selly, interface Silly Selly, music Yuzuki, sound effects from Sound Dog, so they used free sound effects. Fonts, Gochi. Why do we have to show off the fonts? I mean, I guess they decided to get special fonts. Engine, Renpai, Python.
The typographic
Publishers, Sekai Project.
They use the Spanish.
Remember, guys, tweet, at Sekai Project, hashtag food porn. Oh, look, a box. Oh, it's a demon in a box. Wow. I feel like I'd play a video game with this. Wow. Thank you for playing. 9 years later! Oh my god, there's an epilogue! There's a freaking epilogue when they're 18! Oh my god, it's the downloadable patch, but we didn't need the downloadable patch.
Here comes the snacks.
This is out of the blue. I didn't expect this, folks. Here it is. Oh my god. This is it.
Smacks time.
No, this is this time. We are finishing this.
I said smacks time.
Smacks time. This is it. We have an epilogue. I'd lie there embraced by a sea of swaying green leaves. The tart aroma of strawberries. Now we're getting the strawberry vinegar. The tart aroma of strawberries hangs in the air, tickling my nose. Though my eyes are closed, I can almost smell the greenness hanging in the air. The soil is cool again, against my back, damp from the morning dew. I soak it through my shirt, chilling my skin. It's not entirely uncomfortable, however. In fact, I think it's rather relaxing. With my eyes closed, everything feels more intense, more alive. I can almost feel the earth pulsing underneath me, beneath the tips of my fingers and exposed thighs. Exposed thighs, people! Exposed thighs! When was the last time I came to this place? It must have been back when I was in elementary school.
Dude, when he pops on Steam.
Time really does fly. When I think back on it, it's kind of scary how much has happened so very, very quickly, almost in the blink of an eye. I used to hate coming here on school trips. Also, we're back in the strawberry fields. I thought these strawberry fields tucked away amongst the mountains were gray, dull, and utterly uninteresting, just like my life. That is until I met her. Licia Dia Ifles. One more CG, it's gotta be here, folks. Now my life has been nothing more than one long string of exciting and improbable events after the other, and I wouldn't swap it for the world. Licia managed to prise her way into my heart, stubborn and strong-headed as she is, and she's been residing in there ever since. I like how they did the 9-year time skip so they can actually fully go out and say that she's a lesbian now. I no longer feel like my old self. Sakuraba Rei, Licia has become a crucial part of me, as important as the blood that runs through my veins or the air that I breathe. I don't know what I would do without her. To be perfectly honest, the thought is kind of frightening. She's my first friend, my best friend, and even more than that. So we left the last one about how, like, and maybe even more than that. Now we're certain.
Now it's guaranteed.
Unfortunately, I don't have to worry about that right now. That's because... Hey, Ray, what are you doing lying there? Working on your tan? Oh, 18-year-old Licia!
Oh boy, here we go.
Showing midriff. Alicia stands before me, a smile playing across her lips. She looks different to how she did 9 years ago. No shit, Sherlocks! But then again, so do I. Oh, are we gonna see what Ray looks like too? Alicia's still Alicia though, undeniably so. She may be a bit taller now with higher cheekbones and a more mature figure. She still has the same ashen blonde hair and red eyes. Red eyes that peer down at me filled with mischief. I pout. She looks like a busted version of Louise. She looks like a busty version of Louise. That's right, I was sunbathing. You're blocking the light. Can you move, please? How cold, Ray. I thought you came here to spend time with me. I spend time with you everywhere. You're always hanging around me. You said it like it's a bad thing, but I know you really like it. How confident. Have I done or said anything that would give you that impression, Licia? Oh, nothing at all, just... With a mischievous smile tugging on her lips, Licia sinks down to her knees and leans forward. Oh, for God, no! I knew there was going to be 34, I just didn't know it was going to happen now. And they're legal, like everyone's saying now in the chat. Now you can officially have 34. She plants her hands at either side of my head and ducks her own, so our faces are suddenly close, only inches apart. If you didn't like me, you wouldn't let me do this, would you? And with that, she presses a soft kiss against my lips! Show me the CG! You did everything! You spent all this CG on food porn! You're so presumptuous! I let you kiss me once or twice, and you start acting like the Queen of the Nile.
Show us the fruits of your art.
That's right, just call me Cleolicia. That's a terrible pun. I'm sorry, my bad. I just wasn't born with your sharp wits, Ray. Why aren't you busy picking strawberries anyways? I thought that was the first thing you'd do. Well, it's true that I like strawberries, but I like you even more, Ray.
I don't know if she has...
I suppose I'm flattered. Sitting here really does bring back memories. This was the first school trip I ever went on with you, huh? That's right. I can still remember how you scurried up that tree in search of apples.
I can't figure out if
well, apple trees
lost anymore.
Oh, well, flashback CG. How could I forget? It's a memory that was remained in me for years now. Licia's still good at climbing trees, too. Just the other day, I saw her scurry up one of the elm trees near the river to rescue a small child's balloon. I think the kids in the neighborhood like her. She's very popular. Every time I go out with Licia, they flock around her like she's some kind of superhero. Is that all it takes to earn the favor of today's youth? Being marginally good at climbing trees? How sad. It's not like I'm jealous or anything, though. I don't care that Licia is more popular than me. I don't care at all. Wow. Hey, cut that out. My cheeks aren't made of mochi. I'm sorry, you were just looking kind of pouty there. Pouty? That's right, were you feeling jealous, Ray? Of course not, as if I'd waste my energy being jealous. That's just a waste of time. Good, I'm glad you realize that. I love you more than anybody else in the whole world, you know. You've already said that. I thought you needed reminding. Even though you're really smart, you can kind of be silly sometimes. Says the girl who always puts her shirt on backwards in the morning and still doesn't understand how to do long division. I don't need to understand how to do long division. I'm a music student.
Oh, well, that's gonna...
You look like a music student, too.
She does.
And what's that supposed to mean? I mean, you always wear those ridiculous outfits. Do you have to show so much skin? Well, that's probably another reason why the local kids The boys in particular.
She has to be lost. I don't understand.
Like Licia, so much. She doesn't dress herself properly in the winter, and the summer it's even worse. This is all Mom's fault. I think I get what's going on. What do you mean, nothing's going on? I rather think there is. You're picking on me to try and hide and your mad, uncontrollable desires, aren't you? Uncontrollable desires. What on earth are you talking about, you idiots? Oh, nothing. I'm just so unbelievably adorable, especially in this outfit, that you can't help yourself. You were lying here on your own because you were afraid. If I get too close to you, you'd be consumed by your own lust. Not that depraved. I do have some self-control, you know. Oh, so you admit that this outfit is testing your self-control, then? I just think it's improper, that's all. You shouldn't go shopping with my mother anymore. She always picks out the weirdest outfits. I think your mother has good taste. That outfit's super adorable. Even Aurora said so. Well, Aurora wouldn't think so! I feel kind of bad for Kazuki. Though. I haven't worn any of his outfits he's made for me in a while.
It makes sense.
I'm sure Dad can cope. He's been pretty busy himself, surprisingly. Are we gonna find out that the guy actually did something with his life? No, we're just gonna completely ignore it. So, about my outfit. Are we still talking about this? That's right, I want to hear your opinion. I already told you it's improper. That's what you said, but that's not what you really think. I want to know the truth, Ray. I demand the truth. All right, fine. I think it looks cute, okay? It looks really cute. You look cute. I'm turning red just looking at you. What? You'd really go that far? I might have been a bit too transparent with my feelings there. Why on earth did I say something so candid? It must be Alicia's fault. Maybe she cast a spell on me. Don't make me say it again. I shouldn't even need to say it at all. You should really know what I think about you. Yeah, I know. Alicia smiles fondly, resting her head against my shoulder. Her hair tickles my cheek and nose, but I don't shove her away. I don't even try to. I like it when she rests against me like this. The warmth of her body is comforting, her heartbeat as familiar as my own. You love me, right, Ray? That's right. I still don't entirely know what that word means. Oh, you suck! God's sake. You're freaking 18 and you still don't know what the word love means to you. But I know I love you. I don't know what the word love means, but I know I love you. Okay. And I love you too. My shirt even says so. Did you notice? Doesn't it say I heart flowers?
Yes, it does.
No, it's not just any flower. It's a cherry blossom. So I heart Sakura. Not just Sakura, but Sakura. Bah! Do you get it? It was your mother's idea. Haha. Oh, I see. Haha, very clever. Yep, I love you lots and lots, Ray, and I want everybody to know that. Beneath your cold exterior, you're actually a really cute, sweet, huggable girl. You're just trying to be nice. You're a lot cuter than I am. No, you. No, you. No, you. No, you. No, you. No, you. God, they are really a couple. No, Ray, you're the cutest girl in the whole world, and I won't take no for an answer. Well, if you refuse to accept common sense, I suppose I can't argue. Think whatever you want. I will! You don't need to cackle about it, though. I'm sorry, but I am a demon. I need to cackle about some things, or I'll lose my credibility. Since when did you care about being credible? You got me there. I might not care about that, but there are things I do care about. Like what? Like this, for instance! Pwah! And with that, Licia dips her head and presses a kiss against my lips.
CG!
There it is! There it is! There it is! My life has meaning once again! There's the CG! Oh, finally! Finally! My life has a purpose once more.
Eyes!
Oh! Yeah, but their lips aren't even touching. They're just, it's just like there. I flush and my legs tremble. I fall back against the trunk of a nearby tree, but Lycia's lips don't part from mine. Though we've been dating for a couple of years, Lycia's sudden display of affection still manages to take me by surprise. My cheeks turn red and my heart pounds, and a fluttery feeling spreads through my stomach. Despite being such a cynic, I guess I'm quite a maiden after all. I thought Lycia was pretty when I first met her, her cheeks and lips covered in cookie crumbs, and my opinion hasn't changed one bit over the years. If anything, I think she's grown even more pretty. I don't know if I'm worthy of her. Lycia is so bright and cheerful, but I'm reluctant and gloomy. I don't understand why she likes a plain girl like me. But it's not like I'm not happy about it. I finally have a title that I can give people that, she's gripping onto the strap. Yep. She's grabbing onto it. Hey, Ray. Lycia draws away from me. Her face is inches away from mine. Our nose is almost brushing. Her eyes are half little.
On that day, she became a full-fledged.
And she looks unusually serious. My heart seizes up in my chest. It's hard to breathe. Sometimes I forget, but Lycia can be pretty cool when she wants to be. Yes, what is it? Don't think silly thoughts. I love you, and that's all there is to it. Don't question how I feel. I'd never lie to you. How did she know I was thinking? Was it really that obvious? No matter how she looks, Lycia can be quite perceptive when she wants to be. Embarrassingly so. Maybe that's because we've been together for so long. Sometimes she might know me even better than I know myself. I'm sorry, I just still can't believe it. You better start believing it soon. I'm not going anywhere. Thank you. You don't need to thank me for loving you. I can't help it. It's all your fault because you're so cute. No, you. Lycia giggles. You're so adorable when you get stubborn, Ray. It makes me want to kiss you even more. She presses her lips against mine, soft and warm and gentle. I feel her teeth nibble gently on my lower lip. I gasp, lips parting, and she slides her tongue into my mouth. Oh, it's getting serious, all ages, people! My toes twitch. The tips of my fingers curl. I wonder if Lycia's tail is shaking too. Do I have a tail that's shaking? My face is flushed. My bones have turned into gelatin. I feel like I'm melting. It must be because I love her. Her mouth tastes so sweet, but not cloying and so. It's how Lycia should taste.
Link, Jesus Christ.
It's because Lycia's Lycia with all her nosy, unpredictable, playful mannerisms that I like her. That I love her. That I want to stay with her forever, no matter what. Achievement unlocked! Strawberry kisses! Oh! Oh! It changed the image at the beginning! Our image has changed! It's no longer the young versions, it's now the completely legal 18-plussers!
And now the 18-plus content is unlocked.
Well, folks, look, endings list. We must have gotten the best ending! There's 5 other endings to this! We had to have gotten the best ending, folks. That has never happened to me before. We have never gotten the best ending on a first playthrough of anything.
The face of Lycia.
This is amazing. Well, now I know I gotta go for 5 more endings, but, how many endings could you possibly conceive out of the choices that were made here? Half of the choices were about food. But, okay, wow, 6 endings. Author's notes, music room. So, I mean, we get some of the music. But like I said, I downloaded the soundtrack. So the soundtrack is available also. Which is a nice soundtrack for what it's worth. The art gallery. So oh, look, it's like a chocolate box. Mom always said life was like a box of chocolates.
Oh, it did.
So there's still 6 CGs that we're missing? Oh, more than that. Look at this. Look at this whole half here. This says locked. Why would these ones say locked and these ones wouldn't? I guess these are just extra pieces of chocolate. Okay, that's gotta be it. So these are just regular chocolates then, and only the ones that are locked are actual CG. So, wow, we're missing 1, 2, 3, 6, 9. Missing 9 CGs to get us 5 different endings. Others. Oh, shoot, that's food! See, look at the bottom here. Food, others. So these are the other CG. Okay, so that was just the food CGs. There's 9 food CGs we're missing. We're missing 6, 7. We're missing 7 regular CGs. And then extras. Oh, these are concept arts. Oh, there's another demon. Oh, there are the 7 demons! There's got to be an ending where we get to see all the other demons, because look, there they are. Alba, the second child. She represents sin of envy. Oh, so we can find out what Aurora is. Aurora, biggest sister, represents the sin of pride. There we go, I guessed right.
So then, is Lisa gonna be gluttony, or is she gonna...
She's gotta be gluttony. There's just too much,
But, like, that
represents the sin of gluttony right there. Yeah.
Alright, that's all we needed to see.
Well, that's actually not too bad. I definitely like what they've done with this title. For the price, it's amazing. For the price. Look, there's the teen Licia concept. Concept art of teen Licia, who shows up in 2 epilogues. There's another epilogue with her! To tease Ray, of course, teen Licia has even shorter hair than younger Licia, to make her look more mature and her clothes are more revealing. Maybe she inherited her sense of style from Aurora. Or maybe the artist just wanted to draw fan service! Of course! Of course! Teen Licia has more of a sadistic streak than younger Licia did, and enjoys making Ray squirm. She and Ray bicker a lot, but they really do love each other. It's even there on Licia's shirt. Oh, like that! They've been playing at the shirt thing.
Yeah.
Oh, look!
A cannon.
Ebi-Hime actually has some art.
Shadow
Concept
says,
art of Ebi-Hime, a shrimp mermaid princess.
Newman.
Yes?
Newman, Shadow says to find lust.
Find lust? Well, I'm sure
lust.
lust is one of the characters. But I want to finish seeing this. She's a shrimp princess who now acts as the mascot for all VNs written by me, Ebi-Hime. She'll probably appear in my future VNs to dispense information in the author's notes and generally look cute. Then again, given a lot of the VNs I write are kind of gloomy, I don't know if she'd fit that well. Gloomy? This wasn't... Well, I could understand. Now we know where the gloomy aspects come from with Ebi-Hime. But I know I've seen this artist and story writer somewhere else. I have to find out where, what other titles that Ebi-Hime has worked on, because that name is so familiar to me. Then again, given a lot of VNs, I need to write more cheerful things so I can actually use this mascot for something. I think those pom-pom earrings she has are her main charm point. That and all her pink hair. I wonder if she tastes... I wonder what she tastes like dipped in soy sauce.
What?
Well, then.
Dipped in soy
Alright, well now we gotta figure out... Probably this Valentina is probably it, just by the name. There it is. Concept art of Valentina, the sixth child of Yvele's family, who represents the sin of lust. As she represents lust, her design has a lot of pinks and reds and a heart motif. Valentina is only 14 years old and has a very rosy outlook on relationships. She gets crushes on actors and idols easily, and her room is filled with merchandise. She never dated anyone before, but she believes a prince or princess on a white horse will one day come and whisk her away. Her siblings are more skeptical.
It's like softcore lust.
Yeah, it's softcore lust.
What is this crap?
Softcore lust. But again, it's very
Flip
quite...
the table!
It's quite clearly Yuri. With prince or princess. So, I mean, all the other characters I'm sure will probably show up at some other point then. Unless, maybe not. Maybe there will be an ending where you get to see the whole family. But, oh, there's gotta be. There's gotta be. Look at some of the extras here. Just this extra from Silly Sally, the artist. 11/9/15. Drew this one here. Give me food. Give me food is her shirt. But I must draw the attention to this one. This one drawn back in September. It's Rei in a wedding dress. This gives me an idea that maybe one of the endings is actually as far to say, wedding. That'll be interesting to find when I do my playthrough. Pose ideas for the CG of Licia eating cookies. Majestic lashes. Pose idea for the CG of Licia and Rei sharing a sundae. Ew, no. Majestic as fuck. Eat up, Rei.
Majestic.
Frill. All of the frill. Frill. Pose idea of Aurora's CG. But why bread? L'Oreal. Bread. I don't know if I'm bread. I want to, if I could personally interview this person, I want to. Oh my god, it's a sparkling butt. Back view. It's a sparkling butt.
Jesus.
Oh god. This artist I think is pretty funny. It's an interesting type of art. And as far as the writer is concerned, I find this writer hilarious. I need to figure out what Ebi-Hime has done before that I would have read, because that name is so very familiar. But as of that, folks, thank you once again for tuning in to see, obviously, the best, if not at least the second best, if we got a wedding scenario. The best, I think it's got to be the greatest ending. I don't know how much else you could top that. It's pretty sweet, to the point, nice epilogue. It's one of the two epilogues, so obviously we got one of the two good story endings then. But as of that, great title. Great title. Author's notes. I wonder what those are. Just regular notes. Oh, there's a full color copy of the Shrimp Girl. But, oh, so it's just kind of talking about the title. Food Girls VN. What the heck? Like a lot of aspects about this VN, Strawberry Vinegar was a title suggested by Silly Sally, for which I'm very grateful. For a while, I just called this Food Girls VN. Kind of like the working title of The Way We All Go was Yandere VN, and the working title of Asphyxia was something like Weird. So The Way We All Go was written as well by Ebi-Hime. And Asphyxia? Okay. Something like Weird Romantic Poets Things Do I Finish It. Okay. I originally created to call it Sweet Devil, since sweet food, devil, Licia. But there's also the title of a popular Vocaloid song, and I thought it might sound too sexy for a relatively innocent story. Relatively innocent story?! Oh, God. Yeah, I just finished this Asphyxia when started on this project. Okay. Well, that's definitely interesting. I would love to, if ever I did an interview segment, or if ever I had a person to come into the studio, you know, for something, I guess Ebi-Hime would be one of those people then, to show up in one of the reviews. Maybe I'll formally review Strawberry Vinegar. But until that day, once again, folks, this is the VN Critic saying, read far and save often. Good night, folks!